Your concluding sports bulletin. Bloemfontein Celtic life president Dr Petrus Whitehead Molemela has died. He died in the early hours of this morning. Molemela was about to turn 84 in April. Ntate, as Molemela was affectionately known, acquired the popular Bloemfontein Celtic team in 1984 and sold it in 2001. The respected soccer administrator has received numerous accolades for his contribution in football. The 20,000 capacity stadium in Rocklands, Bloemfontein, where the club plays its official home games, has been named after him. SABC News had the privilege of speaking to Ntate Molemela about his contribution to the game and his biography, I Have Seen It All. During the interview, Ntate Molemela was joined by I Have Seen It All author Charly Pietersen, and here is how the interview went.
I had a problem before, as you said already, that I've been running the team without a sponsor. It was not easy, but I wrecked my neck out to try to bring the children of Free State and the people together, because soccer really is a church, because it's trying to take the children, especially the youngsters, out of the street, bring them in the stadium.
And we are also joined by the author of I Have Seen It All, Charly Pietersen. Mr. Pietersen, welcome to our studios.
Welcome. Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, gentlemen. Let me start with you. How did the idea of this book came about?
Maruma, I spent 25 years with Ntate. He groomed me, from a bank teller into the structures of Celtics, where I started as a cashier, PRO, and later he appointed me as CEO. So we went through a lot of things with Ntate. So I was driving for him, as we attended the meetings in Gauteng at Nazareth. So I will be reading the minutes for Ntate. And Ntate never went to school, formal education, but he's having a brilliant mind. So I'll be reading the minutes for him and he will be memorizing the minutes. And as soon as we arrive at the meeting, he will talk like an intellectual, because,
like, so he's a gentleman with good memory.
Yeah, very good memories. And the book is also about education. When Ntate also is speaking to the youth about education. So it's all about, he shared a lot of things with me that he didn't share with a lot of people. So I know Ntate Molemela, and Ntate Molemela knows me. That's why it's an authorized biography.
So you have more of a son and father type of a relationship.
He's my father. I know you always try to avoid it, because I grew up without a father and I took him as my father. He's my father. Ntate, you are my father, official on national television.
As everybody knows that. Even
you can look at him there.
The most of the people, they know that.
Thank you, Ntate.
And Ntate Molemela, if we were just to engage you on the book, how far back did you have to think in order to share all the valuable information that was needed by Charly Pietersen to put together this autobiography?
Yes, Peter, he wrecked his neck out to bring everything together and to lead me. So he wrote the book. I had all information that he also knows, as he said that he was with me for 25 years or even more. So that's why we decided to write that book.
And upon deciding to write the book, what would you say were your toughest memories that you had to share in order for Charly to put together this book?
My memory, I think, in the book, if you read the book and you read the book, you'll find out everything. There's many things that I had in my memory about the soccer and the people around us, and bring it all together and to try to write that book.
As a lifetime president of Bloemfontein Celtics, what does that team mean to you even today?
Well, to be a life president, because actually I gave the team away because I didn't want to see the team dying, because I was under pressure of financial. I didn't have enough. But I decided to give somebody else. He used to be my player. In our talk, I said to him, if you can keep Bloemfontein Celtics in Bloemfontein, I'd be happy. To be a life president is only that I want to see the team not dying. I want to see the team being in the Free State. I want to see the people to know that I am still with Celtics, because Celtics is part of my family.
That's a selfless man there. But coming to you now, Charly, what were some of the challenges that you faced when putting together this book? Because I know the issue of finance, if you could just take us through that.
You know, Waruma, it took me back down memory lane where we suffered of Ntate to get sponsorship. You know, we were even saying that, you know, it seems to me soccer and sponsorship in South Africa depends on who you are, and sorry to say it, and what the color of your skin is, because all the companies shut down the idea of putting this book together, you know, because the idea is to get this book out so that the nation can read what an ordinary person from an ordinary community has done and achieved, because we don't have role models in South Africa like Ntate Molemela. You know, the late Ntate Taonyanda was one of the role models, and there's Ntate Molemela. To put this thing, it was a struggle, you know, and certain people didn't even want to give me the interview, you know, because we know how's our country and how's people saying, because Ntate Molemela is the first. Celtic was the first team to win professional, and now I believe Ntate Molemela is the first soccer administrator, I might be wrong, who came out of a biography. So the challenges are still there. We still have financial challenges to distribute it, because we've only printed a limited edition of the book, but we're positive that we'll get it at all the stores.
Let's talk about the title, I've Seen It All. Who came up with that title?
You know, if you look at Ntate Molemela, you know, and if you look at Ntate Molemela and you look at me, I have seen it all. You know, we went through everything, and Ntate Molemela, especially, you know, if you read in the book, his challenges with referees. Other people used to say hit referees and supporters. And during apartheid, if you read in the book that he was actually also the first guy and the first gentleman to build a hotel. I think there was only 2 black hotels in that time of apartheid, and he was also the first person to receive a beer license, you know, in the days of apartheid, because apartheid was like all the beer halls belonged to the white people in the townships, and he came up with his own hotel. So Ntate Molemela is the first with almost everything, so that's why I have seen it all.
And Ntate Molemela, what would you say in the past years of being a soccer administrator has been your highlight? What would you say is those few moments that are sticking out in your head when you think of your career as a manager and as an owner of Bloemfontein Celtics?
It was not an easy job. It was not an easy. That it comes out of your spirit and your love. It's only that used to help me to stick and to be with the people and to try to do what I could do and to try to get the people like Peterson, like other people that I was working with them. They were around me and they assist me. So that's why we managed to run Celtics for the last 26 to 30 years without a sponsor.
Were there any specific reasons why Bloemfontein Celtics at the time when you were at the helm were actually experiencing so much difficulty in getting sponsors?
Before Charly started with the sponsors, he did start with the sponsors. We did get some few, but very small. But the main thing was from I sweat to get some to keep the players in a way. So I swear to get some money, but I've never had a sponsor to do it. That is one of the main things that makes me to leave the team, because it's not easy to run a soccer team for 20 to 30 years without a sponsor.
Of course, may his